Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Xtrillions, another episode of Pain. This is Leo the Generale speaking, and today we're going to go through this Gbpchf trade. We made 4k on this trade today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Simple, simple, and simple. We're going to show you right here the simplicity of how we made 4k, and behind it, this simplicity, there's a lot of preparation and homework. So first of all, as always, we always look left to be right. So we always look where the market makers have been. That was where we entered right there. That was our first entry point. So we always look to the left to be right. Why do we always go to the left? Because we always want to see where the market makers have been and where they've laid their traps. We tend to look back 5 to 15 days back. We don't look at the 4 hour, we don't look at the daily chart, we only look 5 to 15 days back. We try to keep it as simple as possible because trading is already hard. It's already a hard business and we don't want to overcomplicate it. We just want to keep it simple, guys. It is key that we keep it simple. Write in the comment section, keep it simple. I want to see how many people write this down. Keep it simple. So that is where we added more positions. We see that the market makers, they went below the LOD, but the LOD is that blue line near the Asian session. So what effect did he have? What is the purpose of the move? You always need to dig in deeper. Don't just be like, oh, price is below the LOD. What does that mean? What is the purpose of the move? Well, the purpose is that they are inducing traders to take a position into a particular direction, and that we can see this because they used big burst candles coming out of the Asian session. So what did this big burst do? They got people to click the mouse, they got people into sell positions. So the market makers, they induced the retail traders into taking a trade short. And what is key to understand is also that any retail traders, they tend to not take profit. They get greedy. So anyone who sold down there is now getting greedy and is like, no, this trade is going to continue falling all day, and I'm going to make my biggest win of the year. And they just don't take profits, just hold and hope for more. Or even if they're in a loss position, they just hold and hope that it comes back to the entry point. However, they just get fucked up. So what other effect did he have, this move below the LOD? They triggered all the pending, all the contracts that were sitting up there, and it is key that they activated them and they grabbed all the money that they needed before moving down. And this right here, what you're about to see is what puts you through pain. This is the candles that put you through pain. This is the candle that is going to put you into a drawdown, and is going to make you, it's going to create emotion inside of you, and it's going to make you scared out of the trade. It's going to make you hold and hope, and it's going to create fear, because that is what the market makers do. Market makers create panic, greed, and fear in the markets. And look now how price is getting away from that entry point. Why is he getting away from that entry point? Because they got what they needed and they need to get away from it fast. It's not like they got what they needed and they just hold there. They need to get away from there because they need to put people through pain. That is what they do. This is what the market makers do. They put people through pain. And another thing that I want you to understand is how the EMAs are laid out. So we have the 50, then we have the 200, and then we have the 800. So retail traders were seeing this morning as a downtrend. So they were like, oh, it's a downtrend, price must go down. And market makers showed them that the price was going down. So they're like, oh yes, it's definitely a down move. We are right. Let's just hold and hope that the price is going to continue falling all day long. However, the market makers, they did exactly the opposite. They formed the big red candles to then just confuse everyone, form a pattern, and then kill everyone that sold. And also, speaking about EMAs, I want you to also notice that 200 and 800 cross, so that is a higher time frame crossover. So all the higher time frame traders, they were also seeing this as a signal to sell, because we all read the retail traders book and they were like, oh, when 50 and 200 cross, when 200 and 800 cross, it is a downtrend move. However, we as market makers, we want to do the opposite of what the retail world is doing. We always get away from the mass. We don't trade with the mass. We trade separate from them. We try to identify what the market makers are doing to the retail traders, and then once we understand what they're doing and we see everything aligning, we trade in line with them. And this trade, it just absolutely shoot up today. It went crazy. That's the beautiful thing about the markets. Always expect the unexpected from it. And it is key, major key, that you always prepare yourself, and that comes by doing homework. You have to do a ton of homework to succeed in this business. Always remember that 90% of traders to 95% of traders are losing money in this business. So why you think you're gonna make it if you're putting not even half of the effort? You put in like a quarter. You need to be fully dedicated and passionate about the business, and understand that you're gonna make it through this. That was of precisions right there. Look at that, how it just absolutely shoot up to the EMAs. We stopped the recording a bit early, so we didn't catch that on recording. However, the move this morning, it was explosive. So that screenshot. I really hope that you like this Gbpchf video where we've made 4K on it. And that will be all for today. This is Leo, the Generale, speaking. Have a fantastic day and trade with precision, guys.